Here you will see the trend that marks your zodiac sign based on the position of the stars and planets. We are all under their energetic influence. This is today's love horoscope prediction for Sagittarius. Those born between the dates that comprise the days of November 22 to December 21 are of this zodiac sign. Those born under Sagittarius today must draw strength from weaknesses, even if you are not particularly motivated, and give free rein to what the body asks of you at the moment. After they take away what you danced and what others say about you, you shouldn't care in the least. The position of the stars at the moment is not interfering under your horoscope sign in a significant way. You, with your attitude, are the ones who are going to determine what is going to happen to you. If you are more positive, you will attract good people to your side, and you will feel much happier and motivated to move forward, even if the circumstances may not be the best. Regarding love, I tell you that not everything that seems gold later is, and that sometimes it is better to be alone than in bad company. Sometimes it is better to be alone than in bad company. Enjoy and let these days pass, and things will begin to improve little by little, both in love and in work and money. Love horoscope for single women. Sagittarius friend, you should be more condescending and give another chance to that person whom you pushed out of your way, without barely having given him the opportunity to make himself known. You think you possess the absolute truth and you do not like to admit that you are wrong like everyone else. To err is human and knowing how to rectify is wise. Do not forget it because you are still on time, and if you let this opportunity pass you may regret it. Of course, do not go with such arrogance through life. Being a little more humble would be very good for you. Today's free prediction for the Sagittarius man. Dear Sagittarius, if you've been after a woman for a long time and you can't get her to show interest in maintaining a stable relationship with you, I advise you to decide to have a talk with her on the subject. Maybe you're just letting time pass because you don't want to be disappointed, but it's in your best interest to clear her up with her. Perhaps it is something that you can easily solve between the two of you, and by talking about it, you are complicating things. It could also be that it is not the time for the other person to start a relationship. That is why it is best that she tells you herself, and in any case do not insist on her, much less lower yourself. Sagittarius horoscope for today in love. For single Sagittarius, you should learn to accept criticism better, especially if it comes from people who love you. Even if you pretend it is impossible for you to always be right, you are human, and like all human beings we make mistakes. Acceptance is the most important thing, but then you also have to know how to rectify it, and if it is necessary to ask for forgiveness, then do it simply and pleasantly. I'm afraid that, even if you don't like it, it's your turn right now. Perhaps it is because of your arrogance that it is so difficult for you to maintain a stable relationship. You should learn to listen to others and not always impose your wishes on those of the couple. If you have a partner, today is a day to tell a secret. The one that hasn't let you sleep for a few days. You don't have to keep lugging him around. If you keep carrying it inside, it will continue to grow. And it will be so big and heavy that it will have consequences when it finally comes out. You better get out, now that it's just a white lie. If you don't have a partner, you are afraid to tell aspects of yourself because you feel that person is moving away from you, because they are not things that you think they can understand or consent to. But that is not a good tactic, because after all we are made of lights and shadows. And if you want someone to love you, he must know both sides of you. It is better to face a problem than to hide it. Especially when it comes to money and work. Those little slip-ups grow when they are swept under the rug, and they do so in the form of losses and obstacles. Don't lose your prestige for a trifle. Have the courage to recognize your mistakes that you have never lacked. Don't expect too much from your body if you don't make the changes you should have made long ago. So get to work with that transformation that you have been putting off. Basically everything is very simple because it is about following guidelines that you master very well, discipline and love for yourself. Today is a day to tell a secret. The one that hasn't let you sleep for a few days. You don't have to keep lugging him around. If you keep carrying it inside, it will continue to grow. And it will be so big and heavy that it will have consequences when it finally comes out. You better get out, now that it's just a white lie. It is better to face a problem than to hide it. Especially when it comes to money and work. Those little slip-ups. Recognize your mistakes that you have never lacked. Don't expect too much from your body if you don't make the changes you should have made long ago. So get to work with that transformation that you have been putting off. Basically everything is very simple because it is about following guidelines that you master very well, discipline and love for yourself. If something in your world doesn't seem to be going right, should you assume that everything else is going to go wrong? Everything is a small word that encompasses a huge number of mistakes. You can squeeze every ounce of disappointment, disgust, and hurt into her and still have room to feel even more negativity. But there is also room for light, hope and magic. Still under the influence of the bonds your ruler has formed with Mercury, you need to shake off any pessimism and focus on the positive. If you look for it, you will find many reasons to feel hopeful. Tip of the day: life should not be decided by tossing a coin in the air, but meditating each of your decisions outside of any pressure. All the signs of the horoscope are divided into 3 decans according to the date of birth, and this is the specific prediction and advice of the Sagittarius horoscope for each of them. First decan, November 23rd and December 1st. Obsession in any area of your life is not good, it will only slow down your progress to better times. Second decan, December 2nd and 11th. Don't take anything for sure, and you have to be attentive to changes and take advantage of circumstances. Third deanery, December 12th and 22nd. The path is made by walking, and you will find stones on it.